Every map of Earth is wrong. Now here's what the giants changed somewhere right now. A map is lying to you. It shows a coastline that doesn't exist anymore. It shows a city that stopped breathing years ago. And there's one single point on that map that changed everything else around it. By the end of this, you'll know exactly where that point is. Before the sky opened, maps were easy. Lines meant borders, blue meant water, green meant land. You could walk on without looking over your shoulder. That world disappeared, and almost nobody noticed the exact moment it happened. Here's the first thing that changed: height. For centuries, the tallest thing humans measured was a mountain. Now the tallest thing on the horizon moves. It breathes. A ridge that was empty on Monday can have a 200-foot shape resting against it by Friday. So the first rule of the new maps became simple. Nothing tall stays permanent anymore. That rule alone broke almost every old map in existence. But height was never the strangest part. The strangest part was underneath. Giants don't just stand on the ground. They press into it. That weight has to go somewhere. Riverbeds that ran straight for centuries started bending around fresh depressions. Lakes formed where farmland used to be, simply because something enormous knelt there once, and the ground never recovered. Engineers call these settlement zones. Old maps show farmland. New maps show water that appeared overnight. So if the ground keeps shifting, the obvious answer is to avoid the giants completely. That's exactly what most survivors tried first. It didn't work. Giants travel in patterns, not randomly, though nobody fully understands them yet. Some routes repeat every few weeks. Some vanish for months, then return to the same spot. Communities built walls based on last year's activity, only to find those walls facing empty fields, while the real danger had moved 40 miles east. A map showing where danger used to be is worse than no map at all. That's why newer maps don't mark giants as fixed points anymore. They mark movement instead. Arrows, not dots. Direction, not location. It's a small shift, but it might be the only thing keeping some settlements alive. Giants didn't just reshape land. They reshaped how people build. Old cities spread outward. Wide streets, low rooftops. Anything spread wide and low is easy to step on. So new settlements build narrow, and they build underneath. Basements deeper than entire houses. Tunnels connecting buildings that look separate from above but form one hidden network below. From the sky, a modern settlement can look like almost nothing. And that's not an accident. If giants keep changing the map, does that mean they're doing it on purpose? Nobody has proof either way. But giants tend to avoid certain zones completely, areas with specific mineral deposits and rock formations nobody has explained yet. Old maps never marked these zones as special, because before the giants, they weren't. Now they're some of the only stable ground left. Whether that's coincidence or something giants can sense that we can't, is still unanswered. A world where height isn't permanent, where rivers move, where danger doesn't stay where you last saw it, and where the safest ground left might be safest for a reason nobody understands yet. Together, these pieces didn't just update the map. They erased the idea that a map could ever be finished again. And that brings us back to that one point, the very first place a portal opened and never fully closed. The shifting ground, the moving danger, the underground cities, all of it spreads outward from that one unstable point like ripples from a stone dropped in water. Map it once, and by next year, it's already wrong again. If this kind of world pulls you in, there's a lot more waiting for you on this channel.